Yo, what is going on, guys? J.Yumeko here, and today we are back with some more CLANNAD. I'm not exactly sure where we left off. I don't think we really left off on anything too major. I think all that really happened last time we played was that we were kind of getting closer. Nope, don't go into the music. Is that we were kind of getting closer to accomplishing Fuko's like goal. So we were kind of like going back and forth like, hey, are we actually like helping her with this, or are we just kind of like holding her back and not really doing anything? But eventually we came to the conclusion that, you know, yeah, just being by her side, we are helping her, and, you know, we'll continue to do so. So we're slowly approaching when I guess this wedding is gonna happen, and we'll see if Fuko and her sister ever actually interact, which I imagine they likely will. But let's just jump right on back into it. May 4th. Only 2 days left until the holidays are over. Today I decided to take a detour before going to Nagisa's house. If she's there, we can have a little chit-chat and, more importantly, find a way to hint to her that Fuko is taking classes with us. Are we gonna tell her? I think we are. Or at least try to. There she is. She's watering the flower bed today, too. Koko-san.
Hi. Ah, Okazaki-san, konnichiwa.
Good afternoon.
Nagisa-chan to wa nakanaori dekimashita ka?
Yes, perfectly.
そうですか。よかったですね。
Yeah. Actually,
はい。
She keeps gazing at me. How do I tell her about that? How can I express my feelings right now?
いいことあったみたいですね。
What?
とても生き生きした顔をしています。渚ちゃんですか?
No, it's not that. How should I put it?
言いにくいことだったら無理に言わなくてもいいんですよ。嬉しい気持ちでいる人のそばにいれば、それだけで人は嬉しい気持ちになれます。そんな気持ちで会いに来てくれただけで十分です。ありがとうございます。
I didn't know there are things that could be conveyed even without words. If so, please let me stay just a little bit longer.
はい。いつまででもどうぞ。
Koko-san returns to watering the flowers. Then,
退屈ですよね。少しお話ししましょうか。
she stops her hands and turns to me.
岡崎さんが気にかけてくれていること。
Oh.
私の妹、フーコのことです。
Oh, okay. As always, Fuko's devoting herself to carving starfish. Standing next to each other, Nagisa and I can only keep watching her. Then I remember what Koko-san told me.
あの子はいつも私といつも一緒にいました。あの子は私の前では自分らしく振る舞える子だったんです。でも家の外ではそうじゃないと気づいたのはすごく後で。知らなかったんです。あの子があんなに友達を作るのが苦手だったなんて。私が教師になって最初の夏休み、親戚の家族同士で海に行ったんです。ふーちゃんと年の近い子もいました。でもずっと私の後ろに隠れるようにしているんです。みんなに話しかけられても挨拶もろくにしなくて、その時になってふーちゃんは誰にも寄っていかない子だって。名前を呼ばれても怖がって逃げ出してしまうような
We're familiar with that.
そんな子だったんです。みんなが海の中に入って遊んでいるのに、ふーちゃんは泳がないでずっと浜辺にいました。浜辺で人手と遊んでたんです。一人ぼっちで。そんな感じであの子は中学校を卒業しました。でもこのままじゃダメだと思って春休みに入ると、私はあの子を突き放して過ごしました。とても辛かったんです。一緒に過ごさない休みなんて初めてで、心配になっても 会わないようにして、私は忙しいふりをし続けたんです。ふーちゃん、とても寂しい思いしていたと思います。いつもは2人でいろんなところに出かけていましたから。でもその寂しさが新しい学校で友達を作ろうっていう意気込みに変わればいいと思って。そして入学式の朝、あの子は頑張ってたくさんのお友達を作るって、あの子も分かってくれたんだと思います。あの朝はとてもすがすがしい朝でした。本当に気持ちのいい朝だったんです。なのにあの子は寂しい気持ちのまま。
That day on our way home, the accident happened. Koko-san ended up acting cold to Fuko until the last time they talked to each other. And for both Fuko and Koko-san, her cold attitude at that moment has become frozen in time. Fuko. The name just slips out of my mouth for no apparent reason.
Hi.
Her hands stop moving and she turns to face me. I want to show her. I want Koko-san to know that her little sister doesn't run away being talked to anymore, and Fuko now knows how to respond.
用がないなら呼ばないでください。とても失礼です。
Her mouth is still just as harsh as always, though. Alright, let's make it happen then, right? Let's get her done. When I go inside, I notice Sanae-san's tending the store alone. What's up, Sanae-san?
こんにちは、岡崎さん。見てください、これ。
She's so cute. Sanae-san shows me the wooden starfish she's holding. But unlike before, the arms are long and slender, much closer to those of a genuine starfish. She's gotten better at it, but the realism in turn makes the carving kind of uncanny. Did you get it from Fuko?
違います。早苗が作りました。
Don't tell me. A premonition is rising in me.
はい、パンなんですよ、これ。
Gah!
グワって何ですか？
It means quiet, or quite in the Maasai language.
なかなかですか。まだまだですね。
No, maybe you shouldn't. As my eyes wander away from Sanae-san, the thing that next catches my attention shuts me up mid-sentence. What I'm seeing is... a ton of starfish. Looking around the store, I realize that all the bread in here is now starfish-shaped. Gah!
グワって何ですか？もしかしてなかなかの最上級で素晴らしいという意味ですか？
Sanae-san, I'm so sorry, but... What is going on? No, I meant to say... quite...
もう少しですね。
No, I was just stretching the word.
見てください。あんパンもジャムパンもクリームパンもできる限り一つ。
Are you serious?
はい。
What have you done? Fuko's starfish can still be mistaken for stars, but these are way too realistic. So, where's the old man? I nervously raised my question.
秋代さんは焼き上がると同時に店を出て行きました。最後の言葉は、早苗、お前は最高に可愛いやつだ。しかし、焼くパンは最悪だでした。
Is that so? Only in this matter do I feel sympathy for him.
さっきまで泣いてましたけど、
I was crying
これ
until
から
just a
は
while
私
ago.
一人でも頑張らないとって思って立ち上がりました。というわけで、岡崎さんもお一つどうですか？
No thanks.
秋代さん、やっぱり早苗一人では無理でした。
She's slowly collapsing on the floor, crying. It's amazing how fast you come around.
というわけで、私は
And
秋
she's
代さん
better.
を探しに出かけますね。
I see.
岡崎さんはごゆっくりどうぞ。
Sanae-san walks out of the store. Who's gonna take care of the store then? I give the bread around the store another look. Nah, that won't be necessary.
あ、岡崎さん。
Fuko's sticking her head through the door to the living room. Yo.
早苗さんは。
She just went out to find the old man.
そうですか。
What's wrong?
今、電話ありました。
Did you take it?
はい。
What did they say?
はあって荒い息が聞こえてきました。
And?
好きだってくり
That's just a prank call. That guy must be a pervert.
でも人手パンだけはマジやめてくれって。
It's the old man.
それでフーコですけどって言ったら叫び声を上げながら切られました。
He screamed and hung up the phone. Naturally, considering he just confessed his love to his daughter's friend.
で人手パンって何かなと思いまして聞きに来たんです。
You're looking for these.
あるんですか？
She descends to the ground floor. Then, voila, she's tripping again. Fuko, come back here. She returns for a brief moment. And she's gone again. Being surrounded by starfish. This must be the barrier to seal Fuko. Every time she returns to reality, the starfish filling her vision return her to the dream world. Because of that, it's impossible for Fuko to break out of this barrier on her own. If the old man and Sanai's son never came back, Fuko's forever sealed in there. And hundreds of years would go by. When the demi-human race has grown strong enough to conquer humanity, a traveler is heading toward the Furukawa bakery, which is lying in ruin.
伝説の人で使いよ。俺たち人間に。
The moment the barrier is broken, an entity appears before humanity. Is it God, or is it a demon? Fuko, the last starfish bender. There's no way it's gonna sell. I grow tired of my own playing ability. Not to mention, her only attack is to strike the head with a starfish. Even a normal human stronger than her. I clear away my silly imagination and run toward Fuko to break the barrier that's sealing her. Yo!
なんだか長い夢を見ていた気がします。
Be grateful to Sir Okazaki the Good.
はい、
Thanks to me, you managed to stay in the present.
何言ってるか。
Ah, Fuko. Fuko. The holidays are over. We're spending all our free time at school distributing Fuko's carvings. But almost none of the students realize that what we gave them are starfish. A few would say... Another would comment.
お、かっこいいじゃん。
And in one case,
ああ、もうすぐ切れるところだったんだ。
he made that mysterious remark as he accepted the starfish.
切れる？何が？
No idea. That remains unanswered, but at least our mission's going smoothly.
それともうすぐフーコの姉が結婚するんです。もしよろしければ一緒に祝ってください。
She keeps bowing down over and over again. Everyone seems to tilt their head to her request, but that doesn't make Fuko feel discouraged. She just keeps looking to the next person to receive her present. Even though no one's giving her a positive answer, I think it means something for her to try to keep on trying with such a firm posture. Because I'm certain no one could look the other way. Considering even someone as heartless as me can't help wanting to cheer her on.
ふーちゃん、頑張ってるからみんな来てくれます。
Hug. Nagisa suddenly embraces Fuko. At the same time, a student walks right in front of her.
はい、どうぞ。
Twitch, struggle. Nagisa's weight is holding Fuko down, keeping her from chasing after the student. Stop! Can't you see that you're being a hindrance to her? I take Nagisa's hand and pull her away from Fuko.
邪魔でしたか？
Fuko couldn't move just now, could she?
あの、
What is it?
抱きついてもらうのは嫌いじゃないです。
Yes, let them hug!
本当ですか？
No. Even if she said so, you'll just hinder her from doing her work, so don't do it. Fuko keeps gazing up at Nagisa's face as if wanting to be hugged.
なんだこの子は。家族の愛に飢えてるのか？
Shinohara comments. Nagisa looks as if she's gonna cry again. That must be it. I find myself agreeing with Shinohara. Those close siblings were torn apart because one of them fell into a coma, and that's reason enough.
ともやくん、少しだけ抱いていてもいいですか？
I just like that she's like begging for my approval for her to hug Fuko. Fine, whatever. Nagisa stands next to Fuko again and takes the small girl in her arms.
ふーちゃん、
なんなんだこの二人は。
私たちは見てるだけしかできないですけど、頑張りましょう。
Fuko nods. I can't take my eyes off them.
よーし今度は僕が抱きしめてあげるよ。
Hug. Sunohara clings to Fuko from behind. But she shakes him away in the end. Oh, she shakes him away and... Gong. Gong.
痛い痛い。
Hits Sunohara's head with a starfish.
でも
Still keeping her eyes on Fuko, Nagisa breathes out, disheartened.
こうして人を集めて、それで本当に伊吹先生は結婚してくれるんでしょうか。
Huh?
結婚してくれないと祝うことすらできないです。
Yeah, now that you mention it. Kong Kong.
まだ許してくれないっすか。
I recall the words Koku-san said. Not to mention, we're still afraid to take the next step. Nothing's changed. My dear sister's still lying pitifully in her hospital bed. That's why I'm so confused. If she's given up on her marriage, all the effort Fuko has and is giving will become meaningless.
ともやくん、
I know.
止めないと篠原さん立ったまま失神してます。
Ah, Sinara's used to that. As always, Coco is watering the flowers in front of her house.
ここのところよく来てくれますね。
Yeah, too much free time. Did I come at a good time?
はい、構いませんよ。
I keep on watching Coco-san working for a while. Say,
はい、
have you been going to see her all the time in the hospital? We're at the point where I don't feel awkward talking about Fuko.
はい、それは日課ですから。あの子一人に寂しい思いはさせられません。本当は隣町に引っ越しして、もっと長い時間そばにいてあげられればいいんですけどね。
This town is no good. The kind of town that doesn't care enough about its people to build a hospital where families can stay over. I curse the countryside town.
そうですね。大きな病院ができればいいですね。でも、そうなると代わりに迷惑をしてしまう人たちもいるでしょうから、難しいですね。岡崎さんはそう思いませんか？
I forgot. She's just the kind of person who's willing to peacefully reason with anyone, no matter how bad they may be. She manages to make me feel at ease so easily that the thought comes to me almost too naturally. I guess so. Then I have no reason to hold back. Are you still hesitant about getting married? I throw the hardest question straight at her.
悩んでるも何もまだするつもりはありませんよ。
She answers me with a smile, but something tells me it doesn't come from a positive nature. If you say so. But then Fuko's wish won't be realized. Does that mean you're leaving it until Fuko's awakened?
ええ、そうですね。目を覚まして元気になって普通の子と同じように学校に通うようになってから、その時言います。お姉ちゃん結婚しますって。それが今は一番だと思ってます。
I wish she hadn't told me that with such a smile. Fuko already knows everything, and she wants to congratulate her sister so badly. Then why?
どうしましたか、岡崎さん。私の言ったこと何か気に障ってしまいましたか？
No. I was born with this sullen face. This makes anyone who talks to me feel uneasy, and I may have even hurt Nagisa's feelings with this without knowing.
ただ岡崎さんは正直なんだと。
She may be right. I'm bad at lying or faking emotions. Surely what I'm feeling right now must be clear as day to her. I can't make her worry even more. Well, I'd better get going. Gotta meet up with Nagisa.
そんな大事な時間を割いてしまうわけにはいかないですね。できるだけ長く一緒にいてあげてくださいね。
I will. I give a shy laugh and walk away. As I rush my steps toward Furukawa Bakery, my heart has decided on something. I call Nagisa, who's in the living room, out to the corridor. Listen, Nagisa. I want to let them see each other no matter what. I tell her my decision.
でもそれはふーちゃん
Yeah, she said her voice wouldn't reach her sister, right? But we're sure it did reach other people. Wouldn't it be strange for Koko-san to be the only exception? After a moment of silence,
そうですよね
her answer lightens me up.
届きますよね
Yes, and her wish will be fulfilled. Then Koko-san can proceed with their wedding without any worry. Everything will turn out just fine.
はいきっとうまくいきます
I can't show enough how happy your positive reply is making me.
それではいつ会ってもらえますか
The Founders Festival. On that day, even people from outside the school can enter.
そうですねとてもいいアイデアです
We can show her how Fuko's grown, how hard she's working. Koko-san will be really happy.
はい
It'll be a really moving reunion.
絶対になります
Tomorrow I'll go see Koko-san and ask her to come to the festival.
私も行きます
No, you should stay with Fuko. If you leave Sunohara alone with her, that idiot will most likely run away.
篠原さんそんなことしないですでも私はふーちゃんと一緒にいたいです
Right?
わかりました伊吹先生の方は智也くん
Alright,
に
here
お
we
願いし
go.
ます
Yep, leave it to me. We're making it happen. Wow.
はいどうぞ
We're handing out starfish today, too. A male student just walked past Fuko without even looking at her. I wonder why. She's been ignored more frequently this morning.
ふーちゃん大丈夫です
Every time Fuko fails to hand someone a starfish, Nagisa embraces her shoulders from behind.
何がいけないんでしょうか声小さいでしょうかそんなことないです今のはたまたまです
よしじゃあ僕が確かめてきてやるよ
Sunohara rushes toward the male student who ignored Fuko just now. Stop! I grab him by the collar to stop him.
なんだよ
You always seem to be too violent. How do you plan to take responsibility if some bad rumor about Fuko spreads around because of that?
でも聞いてみないことには何が悪いかわからないだろそれにさっきのやつは僕の知り合いだ悪いようにはしないよ
I'm telling you to wait. But this time I don't make it in time to catch him. That idiot. Will he ever stop being a nuisance to others?
篠原さんもふーちゃんのためを思ってやってくれてるんです
Like hell he would. He just wants an excuse to be an ass to people.
でも文句も言わず一緒にいてくれてます
That's because you're here, Nagisa. Are you sure? All I've heard from him are complaints.
だとしてもです
She's not totally wrong. It can't have been easy for a fickle ass like him to stay with us this long. I must admit, you girls are pretty incredible. Keeping the thoughts to myself, I just look at the two ladies in silence. After school, I once again walk over to Koko-san's place. I arrive in front of the house where she's always been watering the flowers. But today, in place of her, a tall man is standing there. I peek at his face from the side. Hey, Yoshino. Yusuke Yoshino. The name slips through my mouth.
いきなりフルネームで呼ぶな。
Sorry. What a coincidence.
そうだな、
Don't you have work today?
そうだな。
The conversation comes to a dead end. What is he doing here? Well, whatever. I decide to ignore him and raise my hand, about to press the doorbell.
呼ぶ必要はない。
Huh?
今支度をしている最中だ。待っていれば
Is
じき出
this
て
her fucking fiance? Is this her boyfriend? Are you talking about Koko-san?
そうだ。
Yusuke Yoshino. Yusuke. Her partner is Yusuke-san. He doesn't talk much, but he's very kind. Yusuke?
だから何なんだお前は。
Yusuke is waiting for Koko-san in front of her house. That means he's none other than Koko-san's fiance. Koko-san sure has been engaged to a famous person. How did they even meet each other? Well, I guess I'm not in a position to say that.
あの人に何の用だ。
He asked me without moving his eyes away from the entrance. There's something called the Founder Festival at my school. It's some sort of school festival. I'm thinking of asking her to come.
そうか。あんた、あの人の教え子だったのか。
No, not me. Someone I know is. To tell her the truth, there shouldn't be any other students left in school. But you see, my friend just happened to repeat a year. It doesn't look like Koko-san's been there in the last 3 years, and there'll be lots of booths with food and games, so it's a lot of fun. Not to mention I have something to show her. I'm sure it'll be an exciting day for her.
そうか。
I wonder what could have put him at ease all of a sudden.
そいつはいいな。
Yusuke Yoshino's face suddenly breaks into a smile. He then taps me on the shoulder.
その話、してあげてくれ。行くか行かないかは、あの人次第だが。でも、そんな話題だけでもいい。話してやってくれ。
He turns on his heel and starts walking away. Where are you going?
バス停で待ってると伝えておいてくれ。
He raises one hand in the air as he leaves. Just as he vanishes from my vision. Creak! As the front door opens, Koko-san makes her appearance.
あら、岡崎さん、こんにちは。
What's up? I had a surprise just now.
何ですか？
I just met your boyfriend.
そうでしたか。そういえば、見えないですね。
She looks around searching for the man. He said he'd be waiting at the bus stop.
そうですか。
Are you going out now?
ええ、隣町の病院に。
Visiting your sister again?
はい。
I can't help but feel suspicious as I eye over her luggage. The big suitcase she's carrying is more suitable for a long trip than a visit to a hospital.
そのですね、しばらく向こうにいようかと思いまして。
I see. I'm way more shocked than I look. Everything just keeps on changing like this. I haven't gotten to know her for long. But there's something I've got to do now. It's not the time to get depressed. Are you in a hurry?
いえ、少しなら構わないですよ。
Then I'll keep it short. Actually, I have a request today.
はい。何です？
Next Monday, the Founder Festival will be held at our school. Well, it's sort of like a school festival.
はい、知ってますよ。
Obviously, I don't need to explain it to her. She should know about it more than I do. Could you please come to the festival?
え？私がですか？
Yes, Koko-san. We really want you to come.
何かあるんですか？
No, nothing in particular. Just that if you could spend the day with Nagisa, I wonder if that's enough to convince her. Well, and I'd be there too. I really want her to come. There should be a lot of fun stuff like the booths, so please come. Is it not possible?
いえ、お誘いありがとうございます。返事はもう少し待ってもらえますか？
Of course. Please call Nagisa when you've decided.
わかりました。できたら本当に行きたいです。お二人のお邪魔にならなければですけど。
The hint of playfulness in her words is further embellished by her brilliant smile. The moment I see that smile naturally blossom on her face, I realize what he meant. But even just the topic should mean something to her. Please tell her about it. The kindness contained in his words. No problem at all. I reply to her with the biggest smile I'm capable of. She's not the type to fret about such things.
岡崎さんは？
Same here.
では、ご一緒できることを楽しみにしてます。
Yes.
それでは、失礼します。
Koko-san bows down slightly, then walks past me. As the distance between us increases, she turns back to bow to me again before completely vanishing from my vision. Let's go. It's about to happen. We're getting closer.
おはようございます。
I
ともやくん。
I forget if they mentioned what day the festival is supposed to be on. Obviously, it's coming up. I just don't know if they mentioned like a specific day. Good morning, Tomoya-kun. Oh, that was her. My bad. Yeah, morning.
ともやくん、
She puts her mouth close to my ear to make sure Fuko can't hear it.
連絡ありました。伊吹先生から。先生、創立者祭に来てくれます。3時に校門で待っていてくれるそうです。
I see. That's good to hear.
はい。
With this, everything is ready. Fuko isn't taking it easy even during the short period before the festival. Even so, more and more people are ignoring her every day. and every time she stands helplessly embracing her starfish, looking at the back of the unresponsive student getting further and further away.
ふーちゃん、次はきっとうまくいきます。
If it wasn't for Nagisa, I don't know if I would have I don't know if I would have I don't know if I would have the will to keep staying. I can't thank her enough for being here and continuing to encourage Fuko. If Fuko can meet Koko-san and say congratulations to her, we may not have to keep on enduring this. Fuko's having to try so hard only because she thinks her voice wouldn't reach her sister. So if she can lift that weight off her shoulders, maybe she'll open up to other things in us as well. Then maybe she can even have a happy school life. That has to happen. The days of you working through physical and emotional suffering will have to come to an end on the day of the festival. Let's make it that way, Fuko. I whisper as my eyes follow Fuko's back as she runs toward another student. But see, she's being forgotten now is the thing. Like, we're about to approach the day of the festival. Oh, well, here we go. We're at the day of the festival, and she's being forgotten. So, we'll see how this plays out. I mean, it kind of reminds me of, like, Bunny Girl Senpai in a way. But obviously, this is, like, she's like a ghost instead of it being some kind of, puberty syndrome. And finally, the day of the Founders Festival arrived. I come to the Furukawa's house to pick up the two.
おはようございます、ともやくん。
Nagisa's standing all by herself. Yeah, morning. Where's Fuko?
ふーちゃん、もうすぐ出てくると思います。
As we're talking, Sanai-san and the old man walk out to greet us. Fuko's being carried on his back. Still sleeping soundly.
ふーちゃん、朝までずっと掘ってたんです。
Are you sure she'll be okay?
だから、創立社祭が始まるまでは寝かしてあげたいんです。
Does that mean...
はい、ともやくん、
piggyback
お
time.
願いします。
Seriously?
てめえ、男だったら女の一人や二人、お手玉感覚でホイホイ
Just
運べ
think
よ。
of women as cue balls. Ah, of course, Akia. Thank you for this wise advice. That would break my spine.
ちゅ、甘ちゃんな男だぜ。仕方がねえな。早苗、しばらく頼むぞ。
Leave it to the old man. Be the man! Come on, brother! Wait, I didn't say I wouldn't carry her. I only said I couldn't carry her like a cue ball like you said. Holding too tight will just wake her up. Now leave her to me. I turned my back on the old man and squad.
ちゅ、かっこつけやがって。ほらよ。
Something warm is put on my back. It's a light year away from the definition of heavy. The sleeping breaths softly make their way to my ear. I stand up slowly so as not to wake her up.
中腰で学校まで行き。
For what reason?
それでは行ってきます。
なあ、行ってこい。
いってらっしゃい。頑張ってくださいね。
Sanai-san. Sanai-san, you're so cute. Man, Listen, Nagisa's cool and all, but Sanai-san? Akia won. He absolutely fucking won.
はい。ふーちゃん、とても寝心地よさそうです。ともやくんの背中、気に入ったみたいです。
I can already see her saying, "This is the worst," the moment she wakes up.
そんなこと言わないです。きっと、なかなか離れてくれないです。
Is that because she'll be biting my neck?
ともやくん、そんなにふーちゃんに嫌われてないです。
I sure hope so.
大丈夫です。ともやくんといて、ふーちゃんもとても楽しいと思ってるはずです。
I wonder.
じゃないと、ふーちゃん一緒にいないです。
Now that she mentioned it, the image of Fuko running away from strangers flashes back in my mind. The first time I met her was no different. It must have been a miracle for us to get along so well now. If only she could trust others more. You know how she's always being overly cautious whenever she's like... You know how she's always been overly cautious wherever she is, like a small animal?
ふーちゃん、頑張ってると思います。そういうことも。
Maybe. I sure hope it's really the case. Then Koko-san can stop worrying.
そうですね。今日はとても頑張ってる姿見てもらいましょう。
Ugh.
それで安心してもらいましょう。
Yeah.
それで みんなで結婚おめでとうって言いましょう。
Yeah.
おはようございます、角原さん。
はーい、おはよう。ってすんげえ眠いんですけど。つうか僕頑張って起きてんのに本人は寝てるの？
Sonohara seems unpleased with Fuko sleeping on my back.
いえ、ふーちゃんは朝まで頑張ってたんです。
僕も朝まで頑張ってたよ。
At what?
起きてるの。
Why didn't you just sleep?
いろいろ考え事してたら寝られなくなっちゃってさ。
ふーちゃんのこ
What were you thinking about,
とそん
bro?
なに心配してたんですか？
渚ちゃんの心配。岡崎の人手なしに泣かされてないかと思ってそれ考えてたら。
Okay, alright, buddy. Stop worrying about other people's girlfriends.
ありがとうございます、角原さん。でも
Don't thank him
智
for
也
this,
君のことを
Nagisa.
信じてますから、何言われても平気です。それに今日は私関係ありません。頑張るのはふーちゃんですから。
寝てんじゃん。
今はそっとしておいてあげてください。
よーし、今のうちに仕返ししてやる。鼻の穴からジュースでも飲ましてやるか。
Already done that, buddy. Oh man, he's on the same level as me.
やめてください。起きてしまいます。
冗談だって。渚ちゃんの前でそんなことしないって。
私がいなくてもしないでください。
I was about to say.
了解。渚ちゃんは優しいね。チューしていい？
ダメです。
This bastard.
それではそろそろ行きましょう。遅刻してしまいま
Bro is
す。
so lucky I got Fuko on my back. Yeah. We'll be fighting. I hear a voice right next to my ear. Fuko's finally waking up. Seems like she's awakened.
ふーちゃん、おはようございます。なんか暖かいです。
Obviously, I'm carrying you on my back.
そこはかとなく最悪です。
See? She said it.
いえ、そこはかとなくですから、そんなに悪くはないという意味だと思います。
Sounds bad enough for me. Darn, get off my back already. I squat down in the middle of the slope to let Fuko off.
すみません。おぶってもらってるのに思わず失礼なこと言ってしまいました。
Well, considering you had to add kind of, I think you thought about it quite carefully.
寝心地よかったです。
You're welcome.
だからだと思います。とても不思議な夢を見ました。
Guess I don't need to ask, but is it about starfish?
はい、人手です。
Of course it is.
人手と一緒に浜辺で遊んでました。そうしたら上半身裸の岡崎さんが
Topless
ヤッ
Okazaki
ホ
came
ー
running.
って叫びながら走ってきました。
For what reason?
そしてフーコの手を引くんです。お前一人で何やってんだ、今日は人手祭りだぞって言いながら。で、人手祭りって何ですか？
Why are you asking me about something in your dream?
ウキウキしながらついてったんですが、その途中で夢から覚めてしまったんです。
I'm glad that me and your dream was saved. If we'd gone all the way there, only God knows what I would have been doing topless.
人手踊りです。
What kind of dance is that?
ともやくん羨ましいです。
Why?
ふーちゃんの夢に出られて。
I was talking right by her ear. She kept hearing my voice. It's not that strange for her to dream about me. But seriously, how can you make me appear in such a weird fashion like that? Why was I running around topless?
エガちゃんみたいでした。
Who the hell is that?
そろそろ行かないとまずいんじゃないの？
あ、そうでした。遅刻
Well, we're
して
supposed
し
to
ま
be
いま
meeting
す。
her at 3. Obviously, it's not going to be 3 in the morning. So I guess it's going to be 3 in the afternoon.
行きましょう。
Yeah. Side by side, we walk up the slope heading to school. How I wish this were the last day that we're climbing all this way, so that we can work even harder later on. After homeroom, as soon as we make it out of the classroom, Nagisa and I head straight to the gym. Didn't I tell you? It's still too early. They haven't started anything yet. The cultural club's presentations are planned to be held on top of the platform. Only a few members of the committee are still working on it. No audience has arrived yet. Nagisa stands still by an audience seat and keeps gazing up at the stage, even though nothing's even started yet. No, she's not waiting for something to happen. She's imagining herself standing there. Think about it. Her dream as a student here was never granted. There must have been a lot of things she wanted to talk about. Despite that, Nagisa never says a word. She just keeps on enduring. It pains me to watch her like this. If she was to cry or to vent about it to others, how much easier it would be for her. Nagisa. I put my hand on her shoulder.
智也くん。
From a distance, a little girl is running desperately toward us. It's Fuko. She's holding a bag in her hand. Stopping right next to the two of us, she takes a taiyaki from the bag and holds it out to Nagisa.
どうぞ。ありがとうございます、ふーちゃん。
Nagisa takes it with a smile. Where'd you get the money from?
親衛隊の人たちがくれました。
Well, hey, the bodyguards remember her still. Or acknowledge her. The alarm in my head just went yellow.
岡崎さんにもあげます。おんぶしてくれたお礼です。
I hope they didn't put anything unusual inside.
目の前で買ってくれましたので大丈夫です。
I guess this is safe then.
お店の人も親衛隊の人でしたけど。
Okay. Yeah. Wait, there are more of them now?
最近2桁になったと喜んでました。
2 dishes? That's quite a lot. Next to me, Nagisa's stuffing her face with taiyaki. How is it?
とても美味しいです。
It's fine then.
ごちそうさまでした。はい。それではふーちゃん、今日は頑張りましょう。はい。
That's a very energetic reply from her. Nagisa takes the lead and starts walking. No turning back now. Here we go. Fuko starts going around to hand out starfish now that the school is bustling with people. It's a time to approach the third-year students who never paid any attention to her.
これどうぞ。
Standing before Fuko is Mitsui, the only person who remembers her from 2 years ago.
懲りないんですね。あなた。
She looks at Fuko with ice-cold eyes.
今日はお祭りです。勉強する日ではないです。
そうだとしても。
それでも邪魔ですか？
Come on, you can't resist Fuko. The girl can't say anything in return.
つべこべ言わずにもらっておけばいいだろ。
Sunahara speaks from behind us.
それともなんだ、模擬店の食い物は買っても風子ちゃんの手裏剣はいらないって？
手裏剣じゃないです。
ありゃ、なんだっけ。
Mitsu is standing in silence. Her hand is stretched out toward
わ
Fuko.
かりました。もらっておきます。
ありがとうございます。
礼を言うのはこっちでしょ。
そうです。はい、どうぞ。
She accepts the starfish.
それでもしよければ風子の姉の結婚を一緒に祝ってください。
はい。
結婚するんです、お姉ちゃん。
それはおめでとうございます。これでいいですか？
いえ、その結婚式に。
いつですか？
多分もうすぐです。
Maybe sometime in the near future.
曖昧ですね。
すみません。
いいです。また決まったら教えてください。勉強で忙しい時期でなければ考えます。
ありがとうございます。
それでは。
Mitsui walks away.
よかったですね、ふーちゃん。はい。
Fuko is goaded. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm just yawning so much. Another voice comes from behind us. Then it goes up another level and becomes a loud shout of joy. We turn around and there they are, the bodyguard guys.
てめえら見てんじゃねえよ。散れ。
Sunahara chases them away.
ふーちゃん、みんなも応援してくれてます。はい。
I feel like the wind is on Fuko's side today. After today, everything will surely start getting better. The hopeful hunch feels more real to me than ever. That's right. Koko-san and Fuko's reunion will be the beginning of a new, happier chapter. We are just throwing up red flags, aren't we? Oh, today, after today, everything's gonna be better and everybody's gonna be happy. Bro, please stop. You're literally about to like, this is about to be the most like devastating fucking reunion you've ever seen. Into the afternoon, our stock of starfish is running out steadily. Even Fuko, who didn't get to sleep much yesterday, is dashing around the school tirelessly. I look at my watch. A few minutes until 3 p.m. It's almost time for us to meet up with Koko-san. I make a sign to Nagisa with my eyes.
時間ですね。どうしますか？
She comes close to me and asks. I'll go there first to greet her. After that, you bring Fuko to the front gate. Try to act naturally. Then just let her do her starfish thing there. With that, we can show Koko-san how hard she's working.
はい、わかりました。
I take a few steps toward the group. Listen, everyone. Once I'm sure I have their attention, I continue. I just remembered something I have to do. I won't be here for a while.
あ、なぎさちゃん、こいつ別の女と落ち合うつもりだぞ。浮気だ。
本当ですか、ともやくん。
You already know who I'm going to meet, don't you?
そうでした。篠原さん、変なこと言わないでください。今騙されるとこでした。
What was that tongue click for? See you later, Fuko. Don't slack off. Nod. Once I see Fuko give me a big nod, I head off. Even though there's still some distance to the front gate, I can already recognize the person waiting there. Koga-san! I call out to her as soon as I get closer.
岡崎さん、こんにちは。
Good afternoon. Have you waited long?
いえ、ちょうど来たところです。
I see. It's okay then.
今日はお二人と一緒に過ごせること、とても楽しみにしてきました。私は一緒にはしゃげるような年ではないですけど、お二人はたくさん楽しんでくださいね。見ているだけで楽しいですから。
I see.
それで、なぎさちゃんはどうしてますか？
She looks behind me. Yeah, she was talking with a friend. She should be here soon though.
お邪魔でなければよかったんですけど。
Koko-san, she really likes you. There's absolutely no way she would think of you that way. In reply, Koko-san just stands in silence. For a short while, I turn my attention to the hustle and bustle of other students. Now I only have to wait for Nagisa to bring Fuko here. Yeah, only a few minutes left and they'll be reunited. The thought makes blood rush through my chest. Come quickly, Nagisa. Before Coco changes her mind and leaves. Then again, I know for sure Koko-san would never leave without seeing Nagisa first. Here we go. Let me get this one. There we go.
岡崎さん、
Yes?
こんな噂を知ってますか？
Rumor?
はい、今この学校に風子がいるって、元気に駆け回ってるって、それもお友達と一緒に。
Koko-san, that is... Just as I was about to tell her the truth, the sounds of footsteps coming from behind stopped me. Koko-san's still looking straight in front of her.
もちろんそんなことあるはずがないって分かってます。だって毎日私はあの子の寝てる姿を見てますから。
There she is, right in front of her. Koko-san, then why? Just why? How can she be so calm? It's as if she can't see Fuko. Even though she's right there, they should be able to talk now. About the feelings, the love forcefully restrained for the last 2 years. Because Fuko cannot meet her. Fuko cannot make the words reach her. That's why Fuko's here. Why is this even happening? She's the person Fuko wants to meet more than anyone else. The person with whom she wants to talk to most of all. How can this be happening? If I had known reality was this cruel, I wouldn't have made them see each other. There's only pain. She knew. She knew this would happen. That's why she was always avoiding it. Yet I shoved this painful reality onto her. What an idiot I am.
でもね、岡崎さん、ずっと眠ってるあの子はその長い夢の中でこの学校を駆け回ってるんじゃないかって、私はそう思うんです。夢の中だけでもいいんです。あの子がそうしてたくさんの友達に囲まれてるなら、それだけで嬉しいです。あの子は入学式の日、たくさんのお友達を作るって言って出かけていったんですから。
Yes, we are here. We are her friends. But isn't it too sad if it's only inside a dream? How can it only be inside a dream?
岡崎さん、あの子3日前に容体が変わったんです。2年間変わらなかった容体です。
What do you mean?
呼吸が停止しました。
Oh, shit!
もうあの子は目覚めることがないんです。夢しか見ることができないなら、せめてその夢の中ではこの学校を駆け回っていてほしいんです。たくさんのお友達と一緒に。
Standing next to Fuko, Nagisa's trying so hard to hold back her tears. Her expression is crumbling.
でももし本当にあの子がこの学校で学生生活を送っていたら、岡崎さんと渚ちゃんはあの子と友達になってくれていましたか？
Yes, we would. Definitely.
もちろんです。
She's your sister, Koko-san. I'm sure she's very adorable. Even though the things she says are almost the opposite of her appearance, she always tries so hard that we can't leave her alone. And being with her is so much fun. Isn't that right, Nagisa? Nagisa's in no state to be able to say a single word. She just gives us a big firm nod. She's keeping her promise not to cry in front of Koko-san.
よかったです。それだけでも救われた気がします。人付き合いが苦手で友達が少ない子でしたから。だから一緒にいてあげてください。どうか夢の最後まで。
My eyelids close. Fuko already knew about everything, including her deteriorating condition. Even the fact that she would never open her eyes again. That's why she appeared in this school. The utmost unnatural form of existence. To gather friends who could send her sister wishes in place of her. And at the end of the dream, Fuko will... Then... I opened my eyes and looked directly into Koko-san's. And please, listen to my request. Please marry your boyfriend.
Eh?
It's our request from us, as her friends. I'm sure that's what she wishes for. If she was to know that, because of her, you're thinking about abandoning your marriage, that would devastate her. That's why, please become happy.
そうです。先生、結婚してください。先生の幸せが自分の幸せだって、先生のことが大好きなふーちゃんは絶対にそう思ってるはずです。ふーちゃん、絶対にそう思ってます。
Very well said, Nagisa. You managed to hold your tears back.
渚ちゃん。
Our seriousness must have conveyed to her. Koko-san raises her eyes to look at my face, then Nagisa's, again and again. And finally...
どうしてでしょうか。
she started talking again.
お二人の言葉には不思議な力がありますね。本当にあの子がそう思ってくれてる気がします。今日までそんなこと思えなかったのに、私が結婚するなんて不幸を置いて一人だけ幸せになることだって思ってたのに。
It's more selfish for you to keep holding on to that belief.
そうですよね。私が自分の幸せを捨ててしまって、それであの子が喜ぶはずがないですね。わかりました。私決めました。私幸せになります。
Yeah. That's for the best. Isn't it, Fuko? The setting of the sun hurries everyone to clean up after the festival, and here I am running around the school looking for a certain person. Hey, where's the choral club set up? I wonder how many times I've repeated that question.
こんな行事に出てくるなんて珍しい。雨が降らずによかったの。
Still gazing at the red-dyed sky, Komura says to me,
今日はどうした？
Do you remember Ibuki-sensei?
もちろん覚えとる。胸毛がたくましかった。
No, not that one.
冗談、わかっとる。
No one would think it's a joke coming from you.
で、コウコさんがどうした？
She's getting married.
めでたい。
The grandpop takes my hands in his.
おめでと
I'm not the groom. I shake his hands away.
う。それは早とちり
Hey man, I would be against that. Yeah, she's marrying someone else. And I have a proposal about that. What would you think of letting them hold the ceremony here in the school?
なるほど。
How is it? A good idea, isn't it?
ない頭でよく考えたな。
I don't want to hear that from you.
しかし、コウコさんが教えた生徒の多くは卒業しておる。
Well, not many so much as everyone except Nagisa. But he must have been trying to be kind by not saying that. You don't have to worry about that.
何かあるのかの？
Fuku's been working very hard up until today. I'm sure many of the current students will come to her wedding.
ようわからんが、なら教頭や校長に掛け合ってみるかの。
Yeah, do what you have to do. Those two are like your underlings, right?
ペーペーだの。しかし、守らなければならんメンツも世間体もある。果たしてどうかの？
I'm sure it'll go well.
そうだの。
Because, after all, it's Koko-san's wedding ceremony, right?
まさしく、あのコウコさんだからの。
Listen, Nagisa. I've asked Komura to let Koko-san hold her wedding in the school.
はい、そうできればいいです。
I was expecting her to be more excited. What's wrong with you?
もうずっと泣いていそうです。
Nagisa. Her feelings are flowing out as if a dam inside her had broken. I would say it's been a wonder that she stayed calm until now.
ふーちゃん、かわいそうすぎます。だって、もうふーちゃんは。
Don't say that. I embrace her from behind.
ふーちゃん、自分のことですから知ってたはずです。知らなかったの。私たちだけです。そんなになってたのに。ふーちゃん、いつもと同じで頑張り続けてました。私も頑張らないといけないのに。なのに泣けてきてダメです。だってこんな現実かわいそうすぎます。
Don't give up, Nagisa. For her sake. To Nagisa, the reality is too harsh, to the point of cruelty. Even more so because she always puts others before herself. That's why the pain she's feeling may be even worse than Fuko's own. Nagisa's body is suddenly drained of all its strength. Nagisa? Her face is swollen from crying. Even her cheeks have gone crimson. Silly girl. I hold her up in my arms and push my cheek against hers. I can feel her rough breath on the tip of my nose. Both her breath and her forehead are burning. Is she okay, Sanai-san?
大丈夫ですよ。落ち着いてください。
I'm sorry, I must have made her run around too much.
そんなに恐縮しないでください。自分の彼女じゃないですか。
You knew about that?
わかりますよ。
I was about to say, that's gotta be pretty obvious. I'm a good-for-nothing boyfriend.
そんなことないですよ。岡崎さん、
Yes?
智也さんとお呼びしていいですか？
Absolutely, Sanai-san. She's becoming more and more like Nagisa. Well, Nagisa uses kun though. Please do.
では智也さん、
Yes?
渚はこんな風に体が弱い子ですが、末永くお付き合いください。よろし
I should be the one saying that. I still don't understand how she can like someone like me.
大丈夫ですよ。何かあった時は力になります。
You're more than reliable.
智也さんも疲れたでしょう。渚のことは私に任せて、今日のところは戻られてはどうですか？
I haven't been of any help.
いいえ。
Where's Fuko?
明夫さんと遊んでいますよ。
She...
風子ちゃんのことでも大変なんですよね。
Huh? I wonder if Sanai-san knows about it.
私にできることありますか？
You've done more than enough. Letting her stay here and all.
私、風子ちゃん大好きですから。頭撫でるとほわーんとしてくれるんですよ。
Yes, totally.
とても純粋です。あんな風に小さな子供のように無防備になんて。
Yeah. Then please stay with her until she falls asleep.
それは言われなくてもそうする。
She tells me with a smile. Seriously, this person. No, not just her. Her whole family is... Every one of them is so kind to strangers. Everyone is like a family member to them. Knowing that, I can put myself at ease and go home. Well then, I'll be leaving for today.
明日からは智也さんも泊まっていきますか？
No, that would be too much.
そうですか。
Well then,
おやすみなさい。
okay, we're gonna go ahead and end it there. So I think we are, like, actually about to get to the, like, very end of the game now. Or at least the end of this route. Again, though, like, I've said this a couple times in my videos here, but I'm not sure if I'm still on Nagisa's route specifically. I know that I've what is it? I know that I've seen some of you guys say that I should still be on Nagisa's route. But I guess we'll see. Cause like we've been dating for a fucking very long time now. But obviously it seems like we've kind of taken more of a focus on Fuko. So I'm not exactly sure if this is like a diverging route or if it's something different altogether. I guess we'll just end up seeing. But yes, okay, well, damn, so Fuko is dead. Just straight up, she's dead. I guess I'm not exactly, like, surprised, because a lot of times, like, you know, obviously if you're in a coma for years on end, you know, it does take a lot to keep your body, like, sustained and healthy enough to, you know, actually keep you breathing. But man, yeah, I mean, that shit sucks, dude. I really can't put it into any other kind of, like, words. I mean, we do all of this, and we try to get her, you know, together with her sister and everything. And all it ends up doing is, like, I mean, it kind of feels as though it was all for nothing, I guess. But, oh, man. Jesus Christ. So, I guess right now the biggest thing would be what's going to happen to Fuko once once her sister has her wedding. Because obviously our whole goal with trying to get Ibuki-sensei to have the wedding at the school is so that Fuko can, like, see the wedding and all that fun stuff. So I guess it's just, like, what's gonna happen to Fuko after that? Is she gonna, like, is her ghost gonna stay around? Is she gonna disappear? I mean, typically how these things go is that their spirit is like, it can rest now, kind of thing. So I guess that's what's likely gonna happen, and we're gonna have to say goodbye to Fuko. But even further past that, it's like, well, what happens after Fuko's gone, or whatever happens to her happens? That's kind of a pretty major thing for us to just move on from. But I guess we'll see. I think the next CLANNAD episode will probably be the last. I know that this game has like a lot of routes that you can take, like I've said. I mean, there's a whole number of characters that we've only briefly like met that have whole paths dedicated to them. I will probably take a break from CLANNAD after I finish up this route here, and we'll move on to some other games, because that's kind of my goal right now, is to finish up the games that we're currently doing, and to move on to some new stuff. So we'll see, though. We'll see. But that's gonna be it for me. That's gonna be it for me for this time. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video and tell me in the comment section below what you'd like to see me play next. If you liked this video or any other videos or series on my channel, then I highly recommend that you hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and hit that. Wait, what? Oh yeah, and let me know in the comment section below what you'd like to see me play next. If you enjoyed this video, wait, no, I already said that. Jeez, I'm fucking out of it today. I'm tired. You know this. I'm yawning the whole video. Anyways, that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.